Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Legally Speaking with attorney Carol Thomas. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Carol. We appreciate having you. We love it when you're here.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here, Colette.
Okay, so today we're talking about elder law and estate planning. So first tell us, what is elder law and estate planning?
Well, I love the question because people do confuse them. Estate planning is traditionally what happens, what are the plans for the day that you die? Who's going to get my house? Who's going to get my assets? So estate planning deals with what happens the day that you die. Elder law, and that's what we specialize in, is the part of estate planning before you die. What if there's an incapacity issue? Are you prepared for those months or years when you may not be able to handle your affairs? So estate planning the day that you die, elder law is before you die if you're not 100% mentally competent.
So Attorney Thomas, tell us a little bit about this. I know people have this question all of the time. What's the difference between a will and a trust?
A will only works after you die. So if someone comes to me and they have a loved one going into a nursing home and they only have a will, I can't help them get their assets protected. So a will only works after you die, but a trust, and typically it's a living trust that we prepare for clients, works while you're living and after you die. So the trust deals with both before and after death, and the trust has a huge advantage over a will because it doesn't have to go through the probate process. So it makes it so much easier for the loved ones after someone has passed away.
Oh, that does sound easier. Okay, so if someone sets up a trust, what are the other documents that go along with that?
Typically, when an attorney does a trust, the attorney will also do a financial power of attorney and a medical power of attorney. And these documents are so important, Colette. The financial power of attorney is where you name the person who you would like to handle your finances, handle your real estate, pay your bills, if you're not able to do so yourself. The financial power of attorney, I often say, is the most important document. Everyone should have one. I had a son that came to me recently. His mom, only in her mid-60s, had a stroke. She had never done a financial power of attorney. So he not only had to deal with the emotions of now she had a major stroke, but nothing was prepared for him to take over for her. So if it's not prepared, then the child has to go to court, and we have to set up a conservatorship. So the financial power of attorney is important, and then the medical power of attorney allows you to name who do you want to make your medical decisions if you're not able to do so yourself.
So you really need to plan ahead and not procrastinate, Carol. Okay, that's great advice. What age should someone really start thinking about preparing these documents?
I usually say that as far as preparing for protection of assets, I like the age of 50. It's a nice round number. And I think at 50, if you have children and they're adults, it's the time to consider getting these documents done. And I can't emphasize enough, get them done. I love sports, but I love being on the offense. So I recommend to clients, get things done so you're not kind of being the defense and trying to play catch up.
And for kids too, you know, our parents have taken care of us, so it's time that we make sure that they are taken care of as well. Carol, anything else that you'd like to cover that we haven't, that you think is very important when it comes to elder law?
I just want to emphasize, do you know how many times I hear when people come in and now dad has entered a nursing home, they don't have any documents because I never thought this would happen to me. And I'm not exaggerating. I believe I hear that at least once a day. And it's so sad. If people would just take care of the documents while they're able to do so, it makes it so much easier for everyone.
I love that. Thank you again for calling in. We appreciate seeing you and the valuable information.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you'd like any more information, just head on over to the hot link section. That's at WNEM.com.